We launched the ship from Rotterdam in the Netherlands in September 1st, 2019.
We sail from port to port, from Morocco, Mexico to the most remotest islands in Indonesia.
And now we're sailing by the most iconic architecture of the Southern Hemisphere.
Okay, just make sure it's lined up.
Arka Kinari is a home for everyone who lives aboard it. It's a tour transportation as a sailing ship, and it's also a floating stage. You work like a sailor when you're at sea, and as soon as you get to port, you work like a stage technician.
Why am I doing this? I'm questioning myself every day. Mainly because me and Gray has been working for decades together, and we talk about, ecological friction in our art.
All of the work that Nova and I have been doing together talks about the relationship between humans and nature. And that we kind of shorthand call that climate change now, but it's been my obsession my whole life. We were touring in a more conventional way, which is by land, by train, by air. We always tried to stay out of the air. When we toured Europe, we would take trains for long distances. And naturally, you get invited to festivals, and festivals are your bread and butter as artists. You have to accept those. You're on their schedule, and you have to fly around the world. And that didn't feel good, since what we're talking about is the exact opposite of that.
We decided to try to upcycle an old boat, and finally, after 2 years of search in the whole world during our conventional tour, we found this boat in the Netherlands. Okay, let's sell our house and move into this.
I went to the boat the first night and slept on it. And I was like, how do I even know if it's sinking? I don't know how to untie that rope or anything, literally nothing.
We had like 9 people on board with, as far as I remember, 2 experienced sailors.
And so it just becomes a very steep learning curve. You surround yourself with great people, you learn from them, and you acquire the skills yourself. One of the ideas from the beginning is that on this journey, we would also be composing and making music. And of course, the reality is you spend a lot of time just trying to keep this ship afloat. The elements are absolutely overwhelming. You're totally subject to the whims of nature on a ship. It's often life or death.
How would we know if our
We found ourselves with a broken engine, out of fuel in the doldrums, and no island nation would allow us to land to get fuel or to get repairs or anything because of COVID. We could see a big Chinese super tanker passing about 12 miles away, so we managed to hail them on radio. We didn't know if they understood us because they only replied in Chinese. We could only find a few words. I mean, even the word diesel and fuel was not understood. Finally they fetched the assistant engineer, and he understood what we were trying to ask, if we could get some diesel. And we started cheering, yeah. We hadn't seen any humans or electric lights or ships for, I don't know, weeks, months.
We sailed to San Blas Island on our way to cross the Panama Canal to visit the indigenous communities that lives in islands that is almost disappearing.
The big waves usually come every year, but this year was the highest one.
The sea level was rising, and then it's filling their well, the freshwater well, so then they don't have fresh water to drink until when there is a ship that is coming near them, they would come to the ship and asking for fresh water. To see the impact of climate change like that, to remember those moments, is the one that actually keeps me going.
What I would like is that what we're doing might inspire other people to find their own path, their own route. Take the crisis that we're facing with nature very seriously and then make that a part of their daily life, their daily practice.
I don't suggest musicians to do something this extreme. But maybe Taylor Swift can, if she wants to, you know, she has a lot of money. She probably can buy a better boat than us. That would be nice.